Hey guys and girls, Ryan Martin from Revive here. Now, just want to cover a little topic that, last week I actually got a message from one of my good friends. He's a great coach. He's up in Glasgow, and he was saying, Ryan, can you give me some more information, please, about intermittent fasting, because I've got a woman here who's calling us out, saying that we are basically it's going to drive women and girls towards binge eating, a binge eating culture, and it's not good for you anyway, and the science proves it. And so I was like, look, here's some information, here's all the science behind it. It's really worked for me and lots of my clients. But the point that I want to make here is you have to do what's right for you, and people need to try different things, and if it works for them, great. If it doesn't, you discard it. As Bruce Lee said, take what's useful, discard what's not, make what's uniquely your own. And that's the key. We are a study of one, and as always, statistics mean nothing to the individual. Now, I love intermittent fasting. It's something that since I've done it, my health soared, leaner, clearer skin, and everything's just been, for me, it's really easy as well. I much prefer to give my body a rest from food, to not eat. My mind's really clear. I haven't eaten yet today, and it's quarter past 1. Sometimes I do 16 and 8. Sometimes I do a 4-hour window of eating. Sometimes I just eat one meal a day. Some days I'll go for a fast. Other days I'll eat 3 times. I keep my body guessing, and that's the key. And for me to keep my body guessing. And I've done an article on this before, and you can go through it if you want. I think if you look at Ryan Martin intermittent fasting, you'll come across it at 10 great reasons, benefits, health benefits of intermittent fasting. There's lots: increasing growth hormone, becoming a fat burner rather than a sugar burner, going through autophagy, which is where your body starts to eat its diseased and decaying cells and replace them with healthy young new cells. People talk about metabolism dropping. It doesn't drop. Have to go over 72 hours for even to drop 10%. There's a million one things. I've given you 10 and a bonus 11, but there's more. But it's just the basics are covered there, and there's different ways of doing it. But the key for this is, if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. Do what does work for you. If you've gone on a paleo diet, it works for you, fantastic. If you've gone on a vegan diet, it works for you, fantastic. If you've gone on a keto diet and it works for you, fantastic. But when it stops working, or if it does stop working, don't have a dogmatic approach where you think, oh my God, it can't be the diet because it's been working for me so far. Yes, everything has, everything's got its window. And sometimes the body will react depending on what stress you're under, if your water's changed, what your electromagnetic frequencies you're around, the food quality you're eating, but just generally overall stress, your lifestyle, your relationships. These can all impact your body, what it needs, what it wants, whether you're active at the moment, whether your activity levels dropped or increased. All these things can change what your body needs and what it wants. And so this is the thing that you see at the moment. I'll go into a lot of my podcasts, which is this dogmatic approach where people buy into one approach and they want it to be for everyone, one size fits all. Unfortunately, that's just not true. It's not the way we work, and people massive movement with veganism at the moment. And the work of Western A. Price will just destroy that. And there's no tribes in the world. The only tribes in the world that don't eat meat and haven't eaten meat are the ones where it's not readily available. But if you do really well not eating meat, then that's fine until you don't, and then it's time to change. But the point, as I said before, was you just need to do what works for you. Your study of one. And we're coming to this society at the moment where people want to believe a book or a bit of paper more than they do their own body. And, they read a bit of paper, they read the research from a scientist, which once again, scientists are now the modern day prostitutes, making sure you look into who the scientist is, who they're being funded by, what their agenda is. But even if it's a good scientist with great background and awesome knowledge, if they say something like, when you eat this food, it does this and this and this for you, and you should feel great. If you eat it and you don't feel great, It doesn't matter what the science says. Your body is all you need to know. You don't need scientific research to tell you what your body's telling you. You know, when is your brain kicking and you go, cool, when I eat this food, I feel terrible. It doesn't work for me. Or when I intermittent fast, it doesn't work for me, I binge. So you don't intermittent fast. You have smaller meals throughout the day. And look, lots of research, this used to be a thing, eating lots of small meals throughout the day. Ideally, the healthiest people in the world are the ones that actually eat the less. So my hand's a little bit shaky. I just finished a Muay Thai session, I've done a lot of punching, so my nervous system is still really wired in. So that's what I was saying. So if it doesn't work for you because of that, then that's fine. You find something different. Maybe you have breakfast, or you eat a bigger meal, and when you're not hungry, so when you start getting hungry again, then you eat again. You don't have to do it in certain windows. It just depends on what works for you, and that's all you can do, is what works for you. And that's it. And sorry, that's the point I'm trying to make. If you start binging after eating intermittent fasting, and you stop intermittent fasting, it doesn't work for you. If you're someone like me, and honestly, the countless others that I've coached and helped with, some people love it, because it just means the best thing about intermittent fasting is, you know, you can get very lean by doing it, feel very healthy by doing it, and you haven't got to jump on a rowing machine or go and work yourself out. All you've got to do is just not eat. You can have your teas, your drinks, your greens drinks, other things. Give your body just a rest from food. A lot of people are eating far too much food anyway. The digestive tract's always having to deal with food, which we're not designed to do. But if eating smaller meals throughout the day keeps you lean and keeps you happy and keeps you healthy and doesn't mean you binge, then that's what you should do. I said before, you are a study of one, okay? And that is all that really matters. Just because you do it doesn't mean your family members have got to do it. Just because your friends do it doesn't mean that you've got to do it. But try these different things, and when you find something that works for you, boom, stick with it. And if it stops working for you, then you have a little look into things and see what you can change. The body, look, we're always adapting, we're always evolving. So don't have a dogma, and just realise that there isn't one approach. You know, there's many ways to skin a cat, and doing what works for you is key. I said before, take what's useful, discard what's not, and make what's uniquely your own. Once you start doing that, you'll start to get phenomenal results, and you'll start to understand that you don't need a dogma. You don't need to have this. People want to cling to this one notion because we're so devoid of a tribe, so devoid of connection at the moment. They're clinging to these beliefs like veganism or keto, even if they're not working for them, because they're so devoid of. They've nailed their flag to a mast, now their flag to a mast, and they don't want to let that go. And because they feel like they've made their identity part of it. And this is the thing, don't make your identity part of stuff. Things change all the time, and things adapt. And when you start to do that and start to realise that, you're going to get a lot better results. I hope this helps. Ryan Martin from Revive. As I said before, if you have got a health issue and you do need some help getting over that, and you've tried lots of different things and it still isn't working, then if you want to contact me, the best way to contact me is sending me an email at ryan@reviveyourself.co, or if you're watching this on Facebook, you can send me an inbox and we'll get back to you as soon as I can. We can book a little call and discuss if and how we can help you. But otherwise, yeah, take this on board, guys and girls, because it's a game changer once you start to do it, okay? Ryan Martin from Revive. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.